Welcome back to On a Roll, the Carpet Guys podcast. Our first episode, we kind of just did an introduction about what to expect from these podcasts. My name is Stick. This is Derek, the Carpet Geek.
Hello, hello.
And today we want to go over pretty much all types of flooring. Carpet, vinyl, and hardwood are the three we want to focus on. Derek, why don't you kind of walk us through, it may seem kind of basic, but what are the differences between the three?
Man, I could go hours and hours and hours on the different types of flooring. We could include laminate too, since that's the four main types of carpet that main types of flooring, that we offer. In a nutshell, I guess the main differential aspects what to cover is when it comes to the hard surface. Obviously, carpet is completely different than vinyl, laminate, and hardwood for many reasons. But carpet, I guess, is just that soft, lovely flooring that everybody prefers. 28% of homes that are newly constructed are finished with carpet. It's just one of the most popular flooring types, and it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. But what you could expect from, let's say, specifically talking about the carpet that we offer, which comes from the main manufacturers like Mohawk, Shaw, Dreamweaver. Mohawk and Shaw and Dreamweaver offer carpet that is luxurious, very nice, and comes in multiple different styles. So if you wanted to go through like the Berber or the frisé, the plush, the pattern types of carpet, which, believe it or not, pattern is making a huge comeback in recent months.
All right.
Be on the lookout for those. I prefer plush just because plush is super soft. It's that carpet that you'd lay down on if you like to take naps on carpet like I do. I literally just sometimes lay on the floor and just fall asleep.
You like to take naps on carpet?
Believe it or not, yeah. You can just literally lay down and fall asleep. Plush is the way to go. Plush is just that velvety, sophisticated, soft kind of carpet that a lot of people look for. But you can get frisé or Berber. Frisé is more of a casual, kind of off the cuff style of carpet. It gives gives any room it gets installed in a nice flair. Berber's more of the looped, the small looped carpet.
That's more like industrial carpet. Like it handles traffic a little bit better.
Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as industrial. I'd say it's more of like a commercial type.
Okay.
But Berber is like a hard-wearing residential style. So if you've got a heavy, active lifestyle in the home, like a lot of kids running around or just a lot of foot traffic, Berber is going to wear well. It's durable, and if you look at like plush or frisé carpet, you'll notice that when it gets stepped on a lot, it starts to dent, or furniture will leave marks on it. Berber is such a short pile that you're not going to see that as often, so it's going to wear really well. Plus, also with pattern carpet, you can do the same thing with pattern. Pattern has like a small design, usually low pile fiber, so it's going to make it wear well, easy.
Got it.
So,
and then when we get into the harder surface floorings, like the vinyl, the hardwood, and the laminate, what separates those three?
So vinyl, we'll start with vinyl.
Okay.
Vinyl is not wood at all, but it can come in wood looks. It's also not tile like your porcelain or your ceramic, but it can mimic that look. Vinyl is great for areas that are they experience wet, like temperature fluctuations, or wetter areas like your kitchens and your bathrooms, as you wouldn't want to put carpet in there, obviously. Carpet is more for your bedrooms and your living rooms and your basements, as long as the basement is finished.
Well, we actually just did an install this week where they put carpet in their bathroom and their kitchen, which isn't traditionally what you do at all with carpet,
No.
but that's the route they chose, and It worked for them. It doesn't work for everybody, but you would suggest more of a vinyl for any type of flooring where you're going to have moisture, where there's going to be a little bit of water on the floor.
Yep, absolutely. I wouldn't put like, if you were to do a comparison between vinyl and hardwood, I wouldn't put a natural hardwood in rooms that deal with moisture issues and water. You can. It's completely up to a person's choice and preference.
Right.
But if you want a wood floor, I would go more for like a vinyl plank. Vinyl can be separated into three main groups, which is sheet vinyl, luxury vinyl plank, and luxury vinyl tile. So if you want to get your tile look like your stone, slate, or ceramics, you can get a luxury vinyl tile product. If you want to get a wood look, you can get a luxury vinyl plank like Cortec. Cortec is a good LVP product that a lot of people are turning to just because it's 100% waterproof.
Yep.
It's kid proof, pet proof. Basically anything that you would need for a wood floor in wetter areas, a luxury vinyl plank would be a great choice. And then if you want to get sheet vinyl, which is just cut to the parameters of your kitchen or your basement or whatever you want to put it in, you can have it cut to those specific dimensions, and then they just lay it down.
And that's a little more cost effective too, the sheet,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Vinyl products tend to be a little more affordable than your laminate or your hardwood products, especially hardwood. Natural hardwood is like the cream of the crop flooring, so you're going to pay a pretty penny for that.
Right.
As long as you go with a company that, is mindful of pricing, they could probably get you a good deal. So obviously that would be us.
But do you get a good return on the hardwood as compared to like a laminate or something like that? Because I mean, hardwood you feel is going to last how many years compared to other flooring, which may only be about a 10-year lifespan?
Hardwood will get you the best return. Like, let's say you were trying to sell your home, you're going to get the best value, resale value out of hardwood. Vinyl, not so much.
Okay.
An untrained eye would not be able to tell that you had a luxury vinyl plank product in your home, especially with, like I was saying, Cortec. Cortec literally feels and looks like normal wood
Right.
to a T.
Right.
So any person that walked in that didn't have a trained eye wouldn't be able to tell. But when it comes to the resale value, you're not going to get as much as you would hope from a vinyl product or a laminate product as much as you would hardwood. Speaking of laminate and hardwood, let's transition kind of into laminate, because
Okay.
laminate is kind of like in the middle of vinyl and hardwood, because laminate's not completely natural wood, and it's not 100% waterproof or water resistant. You wouldn't want to take a plank of laminate and stick it in a bucket of water and then see what it does. It's eventually going to buckle. But laminate's kind of like in the middle of a luxury vinyl plank and a hardwood product. It's much more cost effective and budget friendly than a natural hardwood would be. And you can also get a pretty decent price that could compare to a luxury vinyl plank floor. Laminate is made like from top manufacturers like Mohawk.
Okay.
So most of the laminates that we carry comes from Mohawk or Sierra Tahoe. So you'll find some really good laminate products that work well in areas that you would want to get hardwood in as well.
So the good news is, if you have, no matter what type of budget you have, no matter what kind of a project, no matter what type of style you're going for, out of these four options, your carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and laminate, which the carpet guys carry all four,
Yep.
You can pretty much design your perfect home the way you want to do it within
Yes.
your budget too.
Yes. If you have the budget to support natural hardwood, go for it. I mean, hardwood's beautiful.
Right.
It's an absolute beautiful product, and in the way that I kind of word it, or at least in my opinion, is it's like bringing the Michigan outdoors into your home. Michigan is known for its forests and its beautiful trees and everything. So
Right.
bringing that inside gives you that nature-ish feel. But if you can't necessarily afford hardwood, or you just don't want to invest that much money into it, because let's face it, flooring is an investment, you can go with the laminate or the luxury vinyl plank options. And if you're not a hard surface person, then carpet's always available.
Well, and I always love when there's a combination of the two, like a really nice hardwood going into a really nice plush carpet.
Oh, yeah.
It really opens up the room and makes it look really nice.
Yep, and it gives your home your personal taste and design and that personality. We are really good at doing transitions from floor to floor, using like a molding or a transition strip. Our installers are really good at putting those in place, so it's like seamless.
Nice.
We do a great job on that. So as we saw at the home that we were just in.
Yeah, it's literally, you say the word seamless so often, it's kind of like, oh, what's it mean? But literally, I think it comes from the carpet installers that we have here, because when
Yeah.
they put down carpet, it is literally seamless. You can't tell where one part of the carpet has stopped and the other just got laid. It's
Exactly.
really phenomenal how great these guys are at doing it.
Yep. If you do a job well, you're always, when you put two pieces of flooring together, whether that's two separate pieces of carpet or one floor to the next, you're always going to have a seam. It's going to be there. But if you can do your job well and you do the project well, you can make those seams almost invisible, which we really pride ourselves on doing.
Right.
So
that's the mark of a good craftsman, really.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep. It takes a lot of skill to be able to take a seam and make it to where you can't see it. So it's a good job to be able to get that done.
So if anyone's thinking about getting new flooring, carpet, vinyl, hardwood, or laminate, do you have any tricks that you want to tell them? Any advice that you want to give them on what they're looking for?
Yeah. I would take, if you're going to get hardwood, I would put hardwood in areas that aren't necessarily super high traffic, just because hardwood does scratch very easily. If you're going to put it in your living room and you do happen to have a decent amount of foot traffic, I would make sure, number one, make sure your people take their shoes off. Not only is it sanitary to take your shoes off, because, fun fact, we have a blog post of why it's important to take your shoes off, and I don't even want to tell you the number of bacteria you bring in on your shoes from the outside.
Yeah, I just like taking my shoes off on hardwood floors because you can slide around in your socks.
Yep, that's true. That's fun.
That's my favorite thing to do.
That is fun, and it's also, like I said, it's very sanitary. I'll just give you the number. You track in about 900,000 different types of bacteria on your shoes on a daily basis, from walking into public restrooms to just walking outdoors. You have no idea what people are doing to that cement outside.
Yeah, even the gum you pick up on the bottom of your shoes.
Exactly. So if you're going to invest in a natural hardwood, you're not going to want to bring that in. On top of that, if you do get hardwood, I would recommend putting furniture pads underneath the legs of your couch. If you are a person like my mother who likes to redecorate the room every couple months, if you can't lift that furniture by yourself, you're going to obviously want to drag it. And there's nothing worse than installing a beautiful natural hardwood floor and then dragging your couch across it and seeing that giant gash. It's horrendous. For laminate, I would recommend actually putting laminate in higher traffic prone areas instead of hardwood, simply because laminate is scratch resistant and it's more durable.
Got it.
So you're going to get a better performance for high traffic areas out of laminate than you will hardwood. On top of that, like we said earlier, laminate is a little bit more budget friendly. So it's going to cut the cost of that hardwood flooring in half. So you'll still be able to get that beautiful wood look, just not natural wood. So that's a little trick that you could use for laminate flooring. For vinyl, it's kind of the same way. Vinyl plank is also scratch resistant. Obviously, remember that nothing is scratch proof. So if you take a knife and you're starting to gouge at your flooring, you're eventually going to get it to
unless your floors are made of diamond.
Right, exactly.
Then you'd be fine.
Right, exactly. And you'd be rich. But yeah, so if vinyl plank and vinyl flooring is also scratch resistant and durable. Once again, I would recommend using pads on your furniture just to be safe. You want to take precautions, so I would recommend doing that. And also avoiding putting, like, just going back to hardwood really fast, avoiding putting natural hardwood in areas that are prone to moisture.
Got it.
Because that
expands, contracts.
Yep, it'll cause your flooring to buckle, especially if you have, like, let's just say you go out for a week on vacation, something happens where water seeps into the hardwood, or your pet happens to have an accident on it and no one's there to pick it up. If that gets into the wood, it's just going to cause so many issues, and it just looks bad. So for more moisture prone areas and water prone areas, using a laminate or a luxury vinyl product will get you a better performance.
Well, I think that's great information on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. And really, I guess my last question for you is, when you're buying from the carpet guys, what sets the carpet guys apart from the rest of the competition?
Well, number one is definitely our white glove treatment. We really care. We really care about our consumer and our customers, and we want to make sure that they get the best experience. Flooring is an investment, and it does get a little bit tricky from time to time, especially if you're working with subcontracted companies or anything like that. So when you work with the carpet guys, you work with us all the way through. And on top of that, we move your furniture for free. We'll remove the old flooring for free. We do haul away, or if you don't necessarily need haul away, we can bundle it up and put it right on the curb for garbage pickup. So all of those services that you would pay extra for your typical flooring company.
Right, we see a
bundle
lot
it.
of flooring companies run those ads like $50 for a whole room, and
Yeah.
then you get there, it's $50 for the room, but then
Yep.
you got to pay to move the furniture, then you got to pay for the padding, then you got to
Mm-hmm.
pay for extra labor to scrape up the old padding, then you
Yep.
got to pay for they hook you with the BS, really.
Yes.
And then they sell you a bunch of stuff that we include for free.
Yeah, that's why they can offer such low pricing. They'll say like $2.50 per square yard of install, but we're not going to tell you about the price of all the extra labor services that we need to do.
And when it's all said and done, you're actually paying $10.
Exactly. They'll throw that in, and some people, and I feel very unfortunate. Unfortunately for these people, some people have even complained that they weren't even told about those being included in the price, that they just thought, oh, well, this is just what I'm paying for the product, and then
Right.
you end up paying an arm and a leg, and you're like, where did those prices come from?
Right.
Well, they didn't tell you all of the extra pieces you're going to need, especially if you need transition strips. You aren't told that, and that's terrible.
Yeah, it's
So-
like going for an oil change, and then they change your filter, and like, oh, sorry, you need a filter, you need all this stuff, and you're like, wait,
Exactly.
I just came for the oil change for $19.99 like you promised me.
Right, exactly.
Stop with this.
Yep, and that's what's good about us is, we're upfront. We tell everybody that we work with exactly what you're going to pay for, and we are able to give warehouse discounts and pricing on products because we buy everything in bulk, and we
Right.
get so much inventory that we're able to offer pricing and discounts that other companies can't. On top of that, one thing that I love about our company is if we have the product in stock, you may be able to be applicable for next day installation.
Right.
So you need carpeting, like let's say you've got the in-laws coming in a week and you're like, I need to get my house put together right now. Can you install it tomorrow? If that is applicable to the project, we can be like, yeah, we can, and we'll get it done in a day. So that's a definite perk that you won't get working from a local company that does the bait and switch tactics with pricing and everything like that. So,
Well, Derek, the Carpet Geek, thanks for sitting down and shedding some knowledge on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. My name is Stick. This is On a Roll, the Carpet Guys podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page and look for this podcast everywhere we post it up. We'll be doing one each week, and thank you for listening.